Chapter 16, The Ultimate Betrayal. "And how did you know, Ifeoma?" he asked, his voice now cold and hard. "How did you know my secret?" She smiled, a sinister smile. "I didn't figure it out all on my own, Akin. I had a little help. A little help from someone who was so close to you, he was like a brother. A little help from your best friend, Chike." Akin's head snapped to Chike, who was standing at the edge of the stage, a smirk on his face. The room was silent, all eyes on the two men. Akin felt a cold chill run down his spine. He had been betrayed by the two people he trusted the most. His best friend and the woman he loved. It was a betrayal so profound, so deep, that it left him reeling. "Chike," he whispered, his voice cracking with emotion. "You told her. You betrayed me." Chike laughed, a bitter, hollow laugh. "Betrayed you? Akin, you've been betraying me our whole lives. You've always been the star, the one in the spotlight. I've always been in your shadow. I was tired of being the sidekick. I was tired of being the friend. I wanted to be the hero." He then revealed his own sinister plan. "I told Ifeoma about your little game. I told her you were playing a game of love and deceit. I told her everything. And I told her to play along. I told her to win your heart and then to expose you. I wanted to see you fall, Akin. I wanted to see you humiliated." Chapter 17, The Humiliation. The crowd was in a state of shock. They couldn't believe what they were hearing. The CEO was a fraud, and his best friend was a traitor. The perfect love story had turned into a scandalous betrayal. The grand gala had turned into a public spectacle, a display of betrayal and greed. The room was filled with a mix of anger, pity, and schadenfreude. Akin stood on the stage, a public display of his failure, his heart shattered, his pride destroyed. He had lost everything. He had lost the woman he loved, the friend he trusted, and the respect of his company. He had been so sure of his plan, so certain of his victory. But he had been played, and he had been played hard. He looked at Ifeoma, who was now smiling, her eyes filled with a chilling sense of victory. She had used him, manipulated him, and now she was basking in his humiliation. He felt a deep sense of disgust. He had been so foolish to think she was different. He had been so naive to believe in her kindness. He had been so blind to her true nature. He then looked at Chike, his eyes filled with a mix of fury and betrayal. The man who had been his brother, his confidant, his partner in crime, was now his enemy. He felt a deep sense of hatred. He had been betrayed by the one person he thought he could always count on. He had been played, and he had been played by his own flesh and blood. He felt a profound sense of loss. Chapter 18, The Aftermath. The gala was a disaster. The guests left in a state of shock and disbelief. Akin was left alone on the stage, his heart shattered, his dreams crushed. He had been betrayed by the two people he trusted the most. He had been humiliated in front of his entire company. He had lost everything. He felt a deep sense of despair. He walked out of the ballroom, his head held low. He didn't care about the whispers, the stares, the pity. He just wanted to be alone. He just wanted to go home and lick his wounds. He just wanted to forget about the night that had ruined his life. He felt a deep sense of regret. He had been so stupid. He went to his penthouse, the place that was once his sanctuary, now a place of shame. He looked at the city lights, the city that was once his playground, now a city of pain. He felt a deep sense of loneliness. He was a rich man, a powerful man, but he was alone. He had everything but love. He had everything but a friend. He had everything but happiness. He sat in the dark, the memories of the night replaying in his mind. The smile on Ifeoma's face, the smirk on Chike's face. The words they had said, the betrayal they had shown. He felt a deep sense of rage. He wanted to get his revenge. He wanted to make them pay. He wanted to make them suffer. But he also knew that revenge wouldn't bring him peace. It wouldn't bring him happiness. It would only bring more pain. Thanks for watching this episode, guys. Watch out for next episode and don't forget to like, comment and subscribe for more episode.